You are busy, but you've paused to scroll. This might be the perfect moment to give your brain something even better. You don't need to know how to draw, and you don't need more than a pen and paper. Just a few minutes of making instead of scrolling can shift your whole day. Try with me. Welcome to Better with Art. I'm Melinda, and I'm here to encourage you to reclaim your creativity and practice creative self-care with simple art prompts with inexpensive and easily accessible materials. Let's get started. This week's project is another quick, simple one that if you have more time, you can take more time. All you need is paper and fine tip markers or pens. My marker tip is a little wide for this, but it also has the satisfying sound. This is another project inspired by Instagram, and I will share the inspiration in the comments. It's sort of like spirals. Start with a tight oval and just keep working your way out, making your top and bottom touch. No right, no wrong. The original artist used sort of a rainbow array across her 2-page spread. I'm using, I got distracted. 2 primary colors and colors that come between them on the color wheel and in a rainbow. This is another project that gives you the opportunity to enter into creative flow where all of the noise outside and within quiets. I do have to say, the sound of my own voice is distracting me, but that's okay. I'm also going a little too fast, or I have been. So I think the key is making my initial shape. Wow, I do have trouble lining up there at the end. That's okay. It's more about the act of doing it than how precisely. But it is very satisfying to get that nice round shape. That was looking very pumpkin-like. I slightly regret bringing the line all the way up to the top. That one reminded me of our blobby pumpkins from Better with Art on my original channel. One thing I can't do, with my Sharpie type marker, which is Amazon Basics. Oh, well, if I go much lighter, oh, that works better. At least to get a clean circle. Takes a little more thought on my part. But, as I often talk about, that repetitive motion is really helpful to our brain. So this is definitely imperfect. As I always say, that's okay. It's my art journal. And our art journals are a safe place to experiment and express ourselves and practice without fear of what others think. Creative self-care art making is not so much about how it looks when it's done, but how it feels in the doing, the making, the creating. Art for art's sake. There is something to be said for the wobbly. But at least for me, and I assume the original artist, that even widening is very relaxing. I am so glad you have joined me today. Whether you are familiar with Better with Art and my weekly creative self-care prompts, or you are new to my channel, this channel exists to encourage people to reclaim their creativity and practice creative self-care. I use inexpensive and easily accessible materials because reclaiming your creativity doesn't need to cost a lot of money. I also try to provide projects that can be done whether you have just a few minutes or you have more time, because you don't need a lot of time to practice meaningful creative self-care. It sounds a little too aggressive to word it that way, but you have no excuse. Well, I missed my bottom line there, which created something a little different. And if you find just regular spirals work better with where your brain is today, or spirals like that where it only touches in one spot, do that. But I do encourage you to try this and stick with it. As I mentioned, the repetitive nature of something like this is part of what helps our brain let go. Which has various mental health benefits and cognitive. I'm not going to get much into the science today. It's a quick, easy video. In a week that has not been quick or easy. So the key to getting a rounder shape at the end is starting with a longer, narrower oval to begin. Oops. That's okay. I wonder how it would feel to go bigger. Okay, well, I didn't start with a long enough oval to go as big as I wanted to without it getting really blobby, but that's okay. If you've been around Better with Art a while, you know that blobs can be very therapeutic. I'm not sure why I angle so much, but that's okay. This is actually quite enjoyable. And does remind me of the tunnel light projects we've done. Well, that's not so great, but that's okay. Take some time to make some art. For no other reason than how art helps our mental health. I'm liking this elongated. Let's try to work the other way a bit. Circle type shapes can be so great for our mental well-being. Why? I don't know. Well, that one is totally off the spirograph type look that the original artist loves and was demonstrating, but that's okay. I have to say, when it does work like that, it's very relaxing. But I'm also enjoying playing with it in a different way. There are no rules in creative self-care art journaling. Whoops. That's okay. As mentioned, you can check out the reel that inspired this. Maybe your shapes will end up more regular than mine. Again, not so much what we produce as, and not even so much how we produce it, just entering into the process. Allowing it to be also allowing it to allow us to just be for a little while, not strive. Just be. Thank you for joining me. If this video has inspired you to take some time to practice creative self-care. If simply watching it has been an opportunity for you to relax with some art making, have a different setup this week, so I'm not sure how well the sound will be making it through. But hopefully there will be some enjoyment for my ASMR friends. Kind, curious, and even constructive comments are always welcome. And any like, share, comment helps me reach more people with the message that taking time to make art is not a waste of time. And the encouragement to take that time. Even if you only have a few minutes. So make some art, because we are better with art.